Like a Hellcat.
Well, hello guys, welcome to my channel Ashish Hariharan. Well, today I'm going to explain the highlights of AMD Keynote 2021. Well, before going into the AMD Keynotes 2021, I would like to explain what is actually AMD. Well, AMD is actually a semiconductor manufacturing company. Well, some examples for semiconductors are CPU, GPU, APU, and graphics card. Well, you may ask what is an APU actually. Well, I'll explain that later in the video. It is an American company which has been existed for more than 30 years. Well, before 6 to 7 years, the company was going through several downfalls and had almost reached bankruptcy in 2014. Well, at the time, Lisa Su had been appointed as the new AMD CEO. Well, after she had been appointed as the AMD CEO, they have now become a really big rival to Intel, and some experts actually predict AMD to actually overtake Intel soon. Now let us have a look of the highlights of the AMD Keynote 2021. Well, the first highlight of the AMD keynote was the introduction of Zen architecture third generation APUs. Well, APU, the abbreviation of APU is actually auxiliary power unit. Well, it is basically CPU and GPU combined. Well, they are actually really value for money products at their price range. Well, currently I don't know about the Indian pricing, but the American pricing is actually seem to be really aggressive. As you see, you don't actually need to buy extra graphics card or anything like that. Well, you actually can't expect performance of the graphics during gaming to be as good as flagship level Nvidia graphics card or their AMD's own Radeon graphic card. But in the keynote, they actually told by gaming in the APU, we could actually get an average of 78 FPS per game. Well, they are not actually mentioned any specific game. It is a very generic claim. Well, the GPU is actually said to be really better than the cheap graphics card you get out there, with which is around 30 to $100. In Indian rupees, it is around 4,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees. And these APUs could actually these APUs were actually not even sold to the consumers officially. They were actually just sold to specific OEMs. But now we even general consumers could also actually go and buy those APUs. Well, as you know, the Zen third generation architecture is actually based on a 7 nanometer process, which is the same amount of fabrication which was there in their Zen third generation architecture in their CPUs, which was announced 3-4 months back. The second main highlight of the AMD keynote was actually the software optimization technique which they had announced, which is actually known as the Fidelity FX Super Resolution. It is a software optimization technique for improving the FPS in the games. What it actually does, it actually deprioritize the graphics of the objects we actually don't see in a game, and we don't actually really care, and it prioritize the CPU and GPU for rendering of the graphics of the objects which we actually see. And you won't actually get a dip in the graph while looking at the graphics, but you actually get a whole lot better FPS. Well, what it actually does is first it actually reduces the amount of CPU and GPU load on the unwanted graphics objects, and it actually reduces the graphics and actually adds a smoothening effect into that, so that it doesn't looks so that the graphics actually don't look bad, and instead the graphics of the objects which we actually look into the game is actually improved a lot. In simple words, this software optimization technique, well, as you know, it is a software optimization technique. It therefore improves the FPS of the game, even though the graphics of the game actually looks really same. When the fidelity effect super resolution software optimization technique is oft. Well, the software optimization technique is available for both AMD Radeon and NVIDIA graphics cards. Well, the third major highlight of the AMD keynote was the introduction of RDNA 2 into Tesla and Samsung phones. Well, you may ask, what is the RDNA 2? RDNA 2 is the graphic chip which is actually present in the Xbox X and S series and the recently launched PS5. So you could imagine how much powerful this graphic chip is actually. Well, me personally, I'm really very much excited for this graphic chip, which is introduced in their Tesla model cars X and S, and also in their in the future Samsung Exynos processors. Well, AMD actually claims that we could play all AAA games in the Tesla cars. So, which actually technically speaking, now the Tesla Model X and S are not only expensive cars, but now they are actually the world's most expensive gaming console also, technically speaking. This gaming chipset actually has support for ray tracing and variable ray trading. Well, all these features which is actually available in a mobile processor is actually really well mind blowing. Well, it is supposed to be, I mean, the Samsung processor is supposed to be crushing the Apple A14 Bionic and the Snapdragon 888, and even it could, and some even actually tell that to be equivalent to the Apple's M1 processor. Ray tracing is basically trying to mimic the reflections and shadows of real life into game. Well, by introducing ray tracing, it actually gives a really really close to life gaming experience. Well, ray tracing is actually a really power hungry feature which is available in the console. For example, if you take PS5, you could actually do only 30 FPS gaming in through ray tracing, with ray tracing enabled. So even for a PS5, it is actually really heavy resource feature, but they are actually introducing the same feature to phones. So imagine how much powerful the graphics chip is actually. Uh, and I actually have really good hopes in this graphic chip, as I hope that Samsung gives really tough competition for the next flagship Snapdragon chipset. Well, the fourth and the fifth highlight was the AMD Advantage program and the introduction of 3D chiplets. Well, first let us discuss about the AMD Advantage program. It is actually really similar to the Intel Evo platform, which is actually a certification which is given for certain laptops. Well, AMD is also trying to mimic this same type of certification in ultrabooks. Well, AMD actually gives certain criteria for laptops, and if the ultrabooks actually match those criteria, the certification of AMD Advantage program is given to them. Well, criteria for AMD Advantage programs are 10 hour of battery life, really good quality display with high refresh rate, and actually controlled thermals, so that the laptop shouldn't go more than 40 degrees. And the last criteria is tight integration between the CPU and GPU of the laptop. Well, these laptops should take advantage of the AMD Smart Access Memory technology and the AMD Smart Shift technology. Well, these are actually custom technologies of AMD. What actually AMD Smart Access does it is the CPU to contact with 100% of the GPU memory. So by giving 100% contact to the GPU, you actually get even more better FPS and performance in games. The final highlight was actually the introduction of a 3D chiplet. Well, this is a well, they have actually not released these products. Well, this they have actually just shown the prototype of the CPU. The It has a really thick layer above the CPU, so that the cache memory is actually up to 128 megabytes, which is actually really amazing for a CPU. Well, these prototypes are actually supposed to be launched in this end of the year. Well, thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Thank you.